Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Reecee News. And first up, we have today some news about Nintendo Switch Online game trials. And the next one happening is Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, probably to promote Sparks of Hope, and this is happening from July 6th to the 12th. And I definitely recommend this game. It's nice that they're doing a game trial for it. It's basically you could kind of play through the game in that amount of time if you have enough time on your hands, but it's also probably going to be discounted on the eShop as well. They usually do that, and it's usually discounted for a pretty good price, because I usually see the game being discounted for like $10, $15, which is definitely worth it and everything, because honestly, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is one of my favorite Mario games on the Switch. It's really fun, and it's definitely a really good Mario game in general. Don't let the Rabbids kind of deceive you from this game. It's actually really fun, and the Rabbids are actually kind of enjoyable characters in this game. Like, the combat's pretty fun as well, and I think that's nice that they're doing an actual game trial for this. And it seems like Nintendo has been a little more consistent with the game trials lately, because they had one for Stardew Valley recently, and it definitely seems like they're keeping up with them more. I just hope that they continue to keep up with them, and they just don't stop and do another long gap between this one and the next one. I think the concept of game trials is pretty neat. It's not like the best thing for Nintendo Switch Online, it's really not adding to the value of it that much, but it is nice to have, and I just think Nintendo should probably do them more often. And games like this, I definitely think it works. I think they should also do like new games as well, so people could try out like new games, not like brand new, but like maybe like a year old, I guess, like games that are about like a few months to a year old. Like, I think a Mario Party Superstars trial or even a Metroid Dread trial would definitely work pretty well around now. Like, but Kingdom Battle definitely works since Sparks of Hope is happening pretty soon, and I definitely recommend checking this out because it's probably going to be on sale, and you can also play this as well, and it's a really fun game, so you can check that out for a few days if you want. So the next news topic here is about a potential new Switch model. So basically, Nintendo has privated 2 videos on their North American and Japanese YouTube channels, that being the Nintendo Switch Lite and OLED reveals. So that has kind of brought a lot of speculation to the table, like Nintendo discussion, since a lot of people are thinking about a possible new Nintendo Switch model, like a Nintendo Switch Pro or something like that. I don't think it's completely likely that it's going to be a Switch Pro. I think it could possibly be something like a Nintendo Switch 4K model that has like a 1080p screen and a dock that kind of upscales it to 4K. I think that's possible, and they might do something like with AI upscaling with DLSS. Since I feel like I think Nintendo did something with that, or were speculated to do something with that in the past, or some kind of 4K thing like that. But I think that's probably the most likely scenario if Nintendo's going to do a new model of the Nintendo Switch. But the Pro is still possible, though I don't think it's going to be too big of an upgrade. I think it's just going to be incremental, and it's just going to be like slightly more powerful and everything, and I don't think they're going to do too much with it. I don't think they're going to go full on like new 3DS with the Switch. I do think like it might have like some new features and stuff like that and different things you can do with it, but I wouldn't say they're completely doing like a full upgrade like that. Like, I do think like a Pro thing is possible, but I think they would only make it slightly more powerful with just a few new features and different things like that. But I feel like the most likely thing is like a 4K upgrade kind of thing. I don't think they're going to do too much since they just recently released the OLED, and like, I know there's some people who upgraded to the OLED. I don't really think it's worth it to upgrade to the OLED, but I can see why some people did it, but I feel like the OLED model was kind of weird because it, like, other than the OLED screen, it really wasn't worth, like, marketing it as a completely new model, because it was basically the same with a different screen. So, we'll just have to see what Nintendo will do with whatever model they'll do next. And it's also interesting because the last two Nintendo Switch models, like with the OLED and the Lite, were both revealed in July of the respective years that they launched. Like July 6th, 2021 was when the OLED was revealed, and then the Lite was revealed on July 10th, 2019. This is right around the time that they did that, like the beginning of July, and actually almost a year out from the OLED, which is pretty interesting. So there's definitely a possibility that they could reveal something. It might not be too big, but there is definitely the possibility that they'll reveal a new Nintendo Switch model. So the final piece of news here we have is the potential of the Mario Kart Tour coming to PC, which is really weird, but I could see it possibly happening. Just Nintendo releasing mobile games in general, like over the past few years, is pretty interesting since they've been sticking to consoles for so long. So I don't think it's entirely out of the realm of possibility for it to come to PC. So we'll just have to see like what will happen with this. I think it would be interesting if it came to PC, like, because I mean, I guess I could stream the game if it came to PC, because I actually kind of like Mario Kart Tour a little bit, even though it's really grindy and has a lot of microtransactions. I think for the content that they did add in the game, it is pretty fun. But we'll just have to see, because it was data mined that there were preparing to add it to be like playable on Windows 11 and everything. So it's really weird. There has been a lot of things data mined in Mario Kart Tour that did end up happening, like the Miis. I think the Miis were originally data mined and everything. And then there was also something about Mario Kart 8 support. I don't think that ended up happening, but it might have to do with the booster course pack or something like that. I don't think they're really related, but like there has been some things data mined, so it might not happen, because there has been some things that have been data mined for Mario Kart Tour that didn't end up happening, but there is a possibility that it could come to PC, but that would be really interesting if it did. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Twitter if you want to. Goodbye.